It appears the ban hammer has come down for the Scourge event. Did the devs get it right this time? A-Force looks good, but there are 5 characters coming next patch. Who are the 3 other characters? And what do you need to do to prepare for Cosmic Crucible? It's coming in the next patch, coming next week. So we're talking about all of that and more in this edition of your Marvel Strike Force Weekly News Update. This week, I'm joined by my brother from the dark side, Mr. Hartgrave. And if you're ready for that, Mr. Hartgrave, tell him what to do, my friend.
Let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
Valley Club, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I am ValleyFlyin, and this is this week's edition of your Marvel Strike Force Weekly News Update, where we talk about everything that went on in Marvel Strike Force over the past week, the good, the bad, ugly. And for that, I'm talking with my brother, Mr. Hartgrave. How are you, Mr. Hartgrave?
I'm doing angry, Valley.
Angry, I like it. Okay, we've had positive Hartgrave on the past couple times you've been on, but how was this week for you in Marvel Strike Force? There's been a lot that's been on. Some good, some bad. A lot of controversy, though. What is your reaction to all of it?
Yeah, I'm just angry about the blitzing. I'm just always in a bad mood when it's blitz time. And
blitzing? Okay, yeah. I thought you were going to say something else. All right, we'll get to the blitzing.
Just a blitzing.
Okay.
Just please make me, they vowed to 2 years ago, they said that they would make characters more farmable and they would reduce low quality screen time. And I feel like we're right back to where we were 2 years ago.
Wait a minute. Was that for the future or only for that year?
This was an all-time promise. They did not want people to strike again, so they made a promise that they would make 2 characters farmable every month, maybe sometimes only 1, and they said that they swear they would reduce low-quality screen time.
That's what I thought too, but I didn't go back and read it. I was wondering maybe they were just talking for 2020. I don't know if they're talking for 2021 and 2022. All right, so that's on them. Make them farmable, less low-quality screen time, but I guess let's start with something I think is good. It looks like a ban hammer has come down on the dirty Scourge cheaters, at least some of them. Now, there may be some erroneous bans. There may be some legit cheaters that really got banned, which is a good thing. But what is your reaction when you saw that you might have moved up a bunch of spots this morning? If we look at my original placing right after the event ended, I was here, but now back I am here. So move up 121 spots, which means that there are at least 121 people that got removed from the leaderboards ahead of this right now. So with that said, are you happy that cheaters got banned or got their ranking removed from the leaderboards? Hopefully they got banned. Hopefully there's more. There's still a lot of time left. There's still a few more hours for Scopely to do more. Is this the first wave or is there more coming?
I mean, from what I've heard, there's another wave coming, and maybe you know better than I do. But yeah, it's good that we're cleaning that up. It's interesting how much time it's taken. It feels like the first day they did like nothing. So the laziness is kind of...
Well, they got there was 2 accounts removed, Academy, the first day.
2? Oh, yeah, what happened that first day? I mean, whatever. I guess it takes a lot of time.
You know what we were saying before? As long as when the rewards go out, they're correct. The rewards haven't went out yet, so the leaderboards could be all screwed up as long as right before it goes out, the leaderboards are correct. They haven't went out yet.
Clearly, they need time to go over this stuff because their initial, what they were gonna put out, the rewards they were gonna give, they were gonna drop everybody by about 100 spots, which is because and most of it in the top 500 because I went from 635 up to 569.
Oh, you are so close. You need 69 more cheaters removed. And
I suspect everybody in the top 500, just remove 50% of them, not Mr. Hartgrave, and I think we're good.
I've also heard reports that there's some people showing screenshots of doing legit runs, but getting a way higher score. Like, hey, this is a bug. I didn't cheat. Don't ban me. I didn't do this. So hopefully those people don't get banned. Hopefully they get the correct scores stuff, because if it's a bug and they didn't do anything, they shouldn't get banned. They shouldn't get their scores reset to 0.
Yeah, what we need to do there is we need to adjust the reward tiers. Like, if you can't deal with that, right? You can't maybe even figure out who did that and who didn't. You need to open up these reward tiers. Make the top 500 the top 1,000. And just, instead of top 150, it's top 1 to 100. Just move everything open a little more to account for whatever in-game glitches people exploited without even meaning to, so that's fair as well.
Yeah, I mean, and exploits, they've taken a hard stance. Exploits, they sometimes will ban. They usually won't do anything though, because they say that's on them. With cheats, hacks, that is the hard line. That is a red line in the sand. So my next question for you, Mr. Hartgrave, do you think that these rewards, they will come tonight on time, on the 28th of April tonight, server reset, or will they need more time? They said they're working hard to ensure the delivery date. We're working hard to keep you posted on the developments, kind of giving them an out in case it doesn't come tonight. So do you think it's going to come tonight?
I'm not sure. I feel it's in their benefit to delay as long as possible, actually, because this drives up, player anxiety. I'm dropping places in the arena. I can't keep up. I need the extra stars on, Morgan Le Fay, whatever might be going on. I don't know what they're looking at on their end. If they're making money right now while this is happening, they have no incentive to push those rewards out tonight. In fact, they'd be worried about, upsetting the player base if they get this wrong.
Yeah, so what is more important, that these rewards are on time tonight, or that they do take the time to get it right? What would you rather see happen? Get the rewards now, get your Morgan Le Fay, or make sure that it's fair and everybody, and you get the rewards based on the actual score that you should have done?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see them, ban 70 more people so that I'm in the top 500. That'd be really great. But I mean, it doesn't really matter, because there's going to be another iteration of this event. And almost no matter what I do on the second run of this, my Morgan Le Fay is going up to 7 stars. So me personally, I don't care. I also have 4,000 dark credits, so that's not a problem either. I will buy the red stars that I don't have on her. Okay. At the end of the day, how much does this stuff matter? I know the community blew this up, and it is good to, try to do something to people who are exploiting the game, who are hacking the game files. Yeah. But you're not going to stop them. They're going to be back. It's probably good to have this SOP in place though, so that they know that they won't this might discourage them from doing this again, at least so blatantly. I almost feel like people were doing this to just show off at this point. Look how messed up this game is. I'm number 1, who cares?
And is that a good thing or a bad thing though? To shine light on this issue, the widespread of cheating, because I didn't know that this was going on for this, in all these game modes for this long, until I saw some Reddit posts, which may just be trolls, by the way, or it may be totally true that they've been cheating for this long. It's kind of hard to say on Reddit without the context. So, yeah, do you think that? What are they going to do to fix this? I mean, is it widespread? Can it even be fixed can they detect an APK? Because I've heard that other games, they're not able to do that. So they just say, you know what, we can't detect the cheaters. We're going to create a different type of structure that, people are competing against the computer, not against other players, because we don't know who's cheating or not. Is that what needs to be done?
Yeah, I mean, that would be great. I don't think they're going to do that, because they rely upon this fake player versus player kind of situation to drive up spending. That's kind of their thing. But yeah, it's interesting. And I think a lot of other people rallied against kind of, opening the door to this. We didn't want to talk about the exploits, the cheats, the hacking of the game, because as soon as these Reddit posts came out, I believe what happened was people were like, oh, I can hack the game? Let's go ahead and do that. And that's
I saw a search history, the trends of the Marvel Strike Force APK. That search history went sky high since this event went up. People didn't even know about that.
That's all you did. And they can't shut that down. Like, this is our reality until people get bored. Until people get bored of messing with Marvel Strike Force, now this is a thing. So the correct answer would be to stop doing leaderboard events, which I don't think they're going to do. So, we as players will just have to put up with this, like, many players of other games do. Like, most games out there have exploiter problems. This is just going to be our reality. This is going to have to be the situation now. Now we won't get rewards as soon as events end. We're going to have to wait 3 days for the developers.
Or just say screw leaderboards in the future, because we don't know what we can't tell who's cheating and not.
I wish they would, because leaderboards do suck. They suck for the game. They're not fun. I don't like competing against people. Like, I don't like that. There's a thought in the back of my mind, like, oh, if I share with you my strategies, I'm going to like dampen my own rewards. I tell that voice to shut up and I do it anyways. Yeah. But it's aggravating.
Well, we're a little different. We're content creators, and for me, the channel's a little more important than my account. I'd rather make good content than, have the best account in the game, so it's a little different with that.
That's why I like you, Valley. Now, but it's like a problem in the culture too. Like, alliance mates, like on a smaller level, like, do I want to help out my alliance mates? Is that going to push down? Like, it just doesn't breed the kind of culture that I want my game to have. Like, I would like this to be more of a friendly co-op experience, like it was, 4 years ago before war.
Or what. I don't know if is that due to the leaderboards and scope of these decisions, or is that just the community?
I think it's the leaderboards. It's the pushing of war. When they pushed war so hard for like 2 years because they couldn't come up with any better features, you drew in players who wanted that experience, who wanted that player versus player. My account is bigger than yours and I'm better than you kind of thing. That's what this game has bred. Instead of what was originally here was, let's get 24 people together and all work together on a common goal. That was the game, when it launched.
I think it does need that. I think it does need that PvP competitive aspect, though. It was fun. I did feel there was something missing, though, and War was fun when it first came out because it was new, and it's a place to use your roster at the higher ends as well. When I was just blitzing, I'm like, why am I was asking myself, why am I blitzing? Why am I building all these teams? I was just gonna blitz for a blitz team. I've already solved the raids. So war, the competitive, I think it was good. Let me change it back to these cheaters. As far as the punishment, there was a good suggestion made on stream today. What should the punishment be? Should we ban the people's accounts, or the suggestion from chat? I think Mobile Gamer said it originally, though. Just make it so they permanently will never ever get Morgan Le Fay. What is the worst punishment? Having them never able to log into their accounts again, or every day having to log into their accounts, never ever getting Morgan Le Fay, which means they're never ever gonna get Apocalypse either. What is worse? I think I'd rather have them keep their accounts, not get them banned, permanently ban Morgan Le Fay. What would you think is the worst punishment for the cheaters?
All right, I think there's a misunderstanding of what this is. All right, the player that hacks an APK does not play the game. They load up their hacked APK.
Some. I'm sure there's the smart cheaters. At least if the posts on Reddit were correct, the people that say, you know what, I could have done this. I just didn't have the time to do Node 5 and sit through that. I used it on just Node 5, but that's pretty much the whole point of the game, right?
That's how it works. But okay, like even if
I mean, every situation is different, right? Every situation. Right. There's probably some that are just
the extreme case. I think the people doing this the right way, and I hate to say this because I don't want to promote it, but this is what it is if I was going to hack an APK, I wouldn't play this game. I would hack my APK, give me the max stuff or whatever it is, cheat through the content, enjoy the content, and then I'm done with the game until they release some new content.
All right.
I'll just unlock Apocalypse for myself.
All right, that's a good point. That's a good point. I thought it was a fun punishment, but yeah, if these people don't even care about the game enough to play it, that's a good point. Yeah, ban their accounts. Never mind.
All through the event, when we saw these guys up in number 1 with like 9 million points, dude, they're not playing the game. Like, they're just in here messing around. They're able to do whatever they want. They're just playing with the toys, and they're not taking any of the time needed to unlock them the normal way. So, like, you got to ban them. But and banning doesn't matter either, because they will just make a new account. Like if they know how to hack the APK, they know how to make new accounts. They know how to spoof things. You can't get rid of them now. You've opened the door.
That opened up a can of worms. Yeah, this event opened a can of worms. If only they stopped the leaderboards when this was mentioned all the way back with the Echo event. Like, hey, there's cheating in the Echo event. Doesn't matter because it's just for Echo, but the Scourge event's gonna have a leaderboard. You guys should do something. And they said, we got it. We're gonna closely monitor it. And yeah, not really. All right, enough with the cheating though. Let's talk about what Morgan has actually done to the arena right now. What is your arena looking like with a partial Darkhold? You know, Wong's Blitz hasn't went out yet. I have 0 red stars on Wong. Most at max, people have a 3-star Morgan Le Fay, maybe 3 gold, maybe 3 red. But what is your arena looking like now? Is it still a lot of hybrid teams, or are you seeing a lot more Darkhold and other members of that Darkhold team start to litter in there?
Man, I want to be in your arena shard. I'm in one of these beta shards and everybody has Dormammu and it's awful.
Oh, I'm in a beta shard as well. I'm just not high enough to see Dormammu.
I don't know.
In the top 20, everyone has Dormammu.
Yeah, no, I would see him even at your level. I feel like this
nice.
I couldn't put a 500k Darkhold on defense. I would be down like in the 200s.
It didn't work. That was actually on offense. I got a different team on defense.
Okay, cool.
This is my defense. That was my offense. They didn't work. They're too low. So I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting for the reward. So this
is what I have too. That's what you do.
So what has changed for you right now in arena? Are you using hybrid teams, just using Morgan Le Fay, or are you using other characters as well?
It's pretty much this. This is defense and offense right now.
Okay.
It's still, we're still in like this speed meta. Morgan Le Fay didn't really change anything. The bigger thing is Dormammu, and Darkhold doesn't really counter Dormammu. So I'm really interested. It doesn't seem like Darkhold is actually going to be the arena team. It involves Dormammu, and I feel like this is a response. I feel like maybe we asked for this when so many people were complaining that Dr. Doom wasn't useful. Like they wanted Dr. Doom to be an arena character.
Yeah.
So now it feels like Dormammu has been shoehorned into an arena character, and we're being sold an arena team that isn't real. Like this is not the team. It's still kind of this speed meta. You use Morgan Le Fay and other stuff.
So my question is that a bad thing though, if we got a speed meta? Because one of the worst things that the arena meta times was Infinity Watch, mirror matches on mirror matches, 5-minute matches every single time. That was horrible. But when the Eternals came out, we're getting 2 move matches, 30-second matches, less sometimes. If the speed meta continues, that seems kind of like what we're gonna be getting. So is that a bad thing that this team is not built as it was, or is this just another Apex arena team that is not really Apex on release?
Yeah, I'm disappointed in it because just for the team, I'd like the team to be more functional. I think it's still good. It's not like a bad team. It's not awful, but it doesn't feel like Infinity Watch, like where it's sturdy. It doesn't feel as impactful, right? Because Dormammu is kind of taking the edge off of that. Like, and how hard is it going to be to add some other characters to, like, just keep Morgan Le Fay? Morgan Le Fay feels very good.
And Mystics. You need all Mystics on that as well.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, are we going to be able to put Nico in there? I know I'm jumping ahead, but are there other combinations that can draw in? I think the most interesting the arena was way back when we had like three meta arena teams.
Are you talking about Shield, Brotherhood, and Defender meta, or when we had Phoenix, Ultron, and a bunch of other mixed characters?
No, I'm talking about way back. Yeah, Shield, Brotherhood, Tech, and Defenders. So you had like 4 teams that could kind of beat each other in various ways. So
I never saw that Tech one, but all right.
Yeah, it was the Tech team with Star-Lord, Vision, Rocket Raccoon. It was just like big damage real fast.
All right.
And depending on where you had your stars, you would build whichever team like made sense for your roster. And it gave you some player agency, which is nice. Instead of like what we have now is, do you have Dormammu unlocked? If yes, you win arena, which is, it doesn't seem right.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of good because it's such a big prize, a lot of resources to get there, and then you get to enjoy the rewards by being in the top spot in arena for going through all that. I don't know if I necessarily think it's a bad thing. Maybe we'd agree to disagree because I like the Eternals meta because it was fast, it was quick battles, and I had to think a little. All right, if I went into the right team, I win. If I go in the wrong team, I lose, and I kind of like that. So it seems like we're not shifting too far away from that. So I'm not sure if that's a bad thing, but yeah, a lot of people that went hard on this team, going hard, and it's not good for them because it's not what we got sold. All right.
Yeah, like I think it's missing the piece where it shuts down Dormammu. If it just had one piece in there that kind of like destroyed Dormammu a little bit, like made it so characters couldn't revive, just that easy, then you wouldn't have what we're having now where members of the team are going to get muscled out by Dormammu.
Yeah, well, we're getting another member of the team tonight. We're getting another member of the team. For some, like myself, red stars in this character. For some, getting another gold star for this character. We have a Wong Blitz going on right now. A crazy, crazy Wong Blitz going on during a crazy Agatha event. How many Blitz rotations are you doing per day? Are you doing your full 8 plus some charges, or saying, you know what, I'm done with Blitz now? I heard you in the beginning. You don't seem like you're very happy with Blitz. So what is going on with your Blitz? Are you not happy because you're blitzing so much, or you're not happy and you're done?
No, I'm not happy because I'm blitzing so much. We're doing it. I mean, the good news is at least it's going to result in a 4 yellow Agatha. It wasn't clear at the start of the event what doing the maximum would do.
Yeah.
And it does look like I will get 4 yellow on Agatha. So that makes it a little better. It's like, well, at least it'll pay off.
Yeah.
This should pay off in a 5-star, in my opinion, the amount of effort that has to be put forth to get it. But, it could be worse.
Yeah. So with this Blitz, though, what are you going for your score? Are you going for the top 1%? Or are you going for the higher, for the 4-star, 4 red star?
No, I actually pulled 6 red stars on Wong, so I'm good there.
So lucky, so lucky.
Yeah. Well, I pulled like 2 Elite 7s and 2 Elite 6s when they had Scarlet Witch boosted, and then I have it and landed on Wong.
Lucky. Yeah. All right. And next question, Silver Samurai. How hard are you going for him? War defense, war offense character. I believe the Agatha event is still going on. Let me double check on that. I think it's still going to be going on during that time. So 8 rotations for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Any character I don't have maxed out will do 8 rotations. I get top 1%. Okay. I think I've only missed top 1% like 2 times in the history of the game.
All right. So what? Let me ask you this. What is the better release method? Wong or Agatha? Wong, that the score matters and you still have to blitz, or Agatha, where the amount of wins matter.
Yeah,
but you gotta grind a lot.
Yeah, it's rough, right? Like I was thinking about it the other day, especially. I mean, I put out a video about how horrible the Agatha release method is, and it is. Like I don't regret that, but like, it is accessible. If you're willing to, give your time over to this game with like slavish devotion, you can unlock her just as well as I can.
Yeah.
But, are you willing to do that? And I think that what I don't like about it still to this date, even knowing that, I'll get 4 yellow on her for free.
You're talking Blitz release or the grind? What do you not like?
For Agatha.
Okay.
What I don't like about it is that it's designed to be frustrating so that you as the player would just more likely be like, let me just give you $50. And I won't do that. Because I don't think it's not designed to like showcase the character or make you engage with the game in a fun way or any of that kind of stuff. Or like,
no, it's mindless. It's mindless.
Yeah, it's mindless.
It's not like a Scourge event where you use strategy and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just
That's a good release. In my opinion, the Scourge event, that's like a good release method. The only thing bad about the Scourge event is that they didn't make Web Warriors and Dark Hunters farmable before the event.
I don't think about it though. My lowest one was 5 stars. So if they did it traditional way, I would get a 5-star. You grinded. If they remove some cheaters, you could get a 7-star.
No, it's true.
I would have got a 5. I'm probably gonna get a 6. So I thought it was a very good release method. I thought, like I said, the mobile game yesterday in the video, I thought the person that thought of the event did an awesome job. The person that implemented the event did a horrible job because the way it was implemented, the bugs, the cheater boards, all this stuff was bad. But the thought of it, and maybe they could have minus the leaderboards, but the overall thought of it, I think was very good.
I agree. No, I watched the interview with the guy that made that made Scourge, and I feel that is like the best dude working there. Like I was such a fan. Like he was saying things like friendly, which I've never heard anyone there say.
And it was, right? If you're willing to grind, if you're willing to sit the bad RNG, it was pretty friendly.
Yeah, well, it was friendly even if like, all right, you don't want to deal with the RNG. You don't have to put it on level 8. You don't have to run a 200 Scourge plus run. It was fun just to put it on level 7 and go through it and then move it up to 8 and see if you could do that and not be penalized if the run went wrong. Like right now I'm in Dark Dimension 5 and I'm on the first city node and it's awful. Whoever designed that should be taken out back and dealt with.
Are you on the last wave? That's when it gets really, really bad. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. That's going to last for a while. That's bad. That's really bad.
What is this garbage? What did say?
All right. But yeah, so yeah, that's more Scourge events working properly, less events like Agatha. But speaking of this Agatha event, are you really pushing for this? What is your pace right now? I believe should be somewhere around milestone 33, 32. If you're on pace, I'm a little bit behind that. I'm not pushing this event crazy hard, but where are you right now with that? And are you on pace to complete all the milestones?
Yeah, you see, that's crazy. No, I'm on pace, but like, I'm addicted to this game. Like, I'm crazy about this game, right? Everybody knows that. So I should be done with this event. Like, if this was a previous event in this structure, I'd be done. But no, I'm on pace because that's all I can be. Doing the maximum got me on milestone 32, just like everybody else. Like, that is... You have to push. And I'm pushing cores, too. I'm spending cores, I'm spending energy, I'm really doing the maximum.
They got you, man. They got you on the hook, brother.
I mean, I'm not doing the like, don't get me wrong, like the arcane witchery, I'm not going down, I'm not spending the 16,000 cores to get down to the bottom of that. I'm not like totally gone.
Oh, this one, okay. Yeah, I'm
spending like 600 cores a day, which is what I normally do during like campaign events, right? It's like a normal amount of cores a day for me is 600 cores a day.
So what I did with this arcane witchery, they had those 2,000 core offers for those Oz. I bought 2 of those. And then to kind of make up for that, I haven't been doing as many energy refreshes or ISO 8 refreshes. Like this is a good deal. I don't know how long it's going to take for that to pop up. I'm going to get there right now, but I got to kind of curb my core spending because there's not a lot of core. So I spend a bunch on that, but that was because it was a good deal. And I might not have done that if it wasn't for this event, but it's also caused me to go down a little bit more. All right, so
I think that's very smart, by the way. I've seen the player base come around to that. Like, I think we all are starting to figure out that using your cores in strategic ways is kind of the only thing left that we can game as like free-to-play players. Like, trying to figure out where like right now I'm putting my cores into Mystic Gear because I'm just tapped out on Mystic Gear.
Yeah.
And they keep putting out Mystic characters.
It looks like Mystic is it may not be the Darkhold, but Mystic is gonna be the arena meta for a long time with that Morgan Le Fay, the way her passive and that speed works. But all right, we got another character in the game. I Mystic Gear, we got another character. Did you get the new character?
We're talking about Madelyne.
Maddie, yes. Did you get Maddie? You know who did get Maddie?
Who got Maddie?
Our brother Run 7 here. Did you see this?
This is beautiful.
Wait. Which one is Run 7? Which one's Madelyne? I can't tell the difference.
I mean, I'm getting.
Gosh, this is confusing. This is confusing.
Yeah, normally the characters are like in the center of the screen.
Yeah, but they look the same to me. I can't tell which one is which. All right, but anyway, let's go into the game because I can't tell what is. Madelyne Pryor is in the game. How excited for this character are you? As you can see, 0 red stars on her. I opened nothing. I didn't buy the offer. She's a war defense character. As good as she looks, I didn't do anything. What did you do with Madelyne Pryor?
I haven't unlocked her. I plan on unlocking her. You know, whatever stars I get.
Whenever, eventually.
Yeah, whenever, whatever. I did put out a video about in-game characters, like an in-game character guide, and I did include Madelyne Pryor because in that guide I had to include Emma and I had to include Mr. Sinister, and since she pairs with them, and because she shuts down Uncanny X-Men so hard. Like her kit really does nasty things to like any Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah.
That's going to be really valuable in Scourge on any node where they drop down Uncanny X-Men, and definitely in Tower. This is going to be another one of these characters. I don't care about her effects in War. Like war defense characters don't excite me, but her ability to, basically wipe out any floor that has Uncanny X-Men on it, that sounds pretty cool to me. I'll definitely build her up to a reasonable level, probably much like what I did with Magic.
Okay, but not investing in the character right now. Did you pull red stars on her?
I did.
How many did you get?
I did get 4 on her.
Okay,
probably enough.
That's the bare minimum to get her usable, right?
Yeah. And I might even buy the 5th someday when I unlock her 5th star. I don't think I'm even there. I think Magic is still sitting on 4 stars.
Okay.
Which is awful after all this time.
Well, it looks like she's getting an event. I guess the question is, we've seen these data mines for a while. They mentioned Dark Hunter, A-Force, War Battles. Because they mentioned A-Force and we know A-Force not coming in the next patch, do you think she's actually been released before the patch, her event starting before the patch, or after the patch? Maybe this data mines will be changed and not using that A-Force. We got some Pryor life milestones. We got some Clone Chaos milestones. Using a lot of raid battles, blitz battles. When do you think the timing of her event is going to be released?
I mean, all right, so I always kind of veer towards what's the worst thing. I think they're going to keep A-Force, and it's going to be the A-Force that we have. Like,
all right, so only Captain Marvel and Jessica Jones. Nice.
Yeah. And you have to win a war battle now with Captain Marvel and Jessica Jones without the rest of the team dropping.
It's not bad. That's not that bad of Gamma's there, because you're either using Captain Marvel in the Kree or using Jessica Jones in the middle section. So that's not the worst, but Gamma's not here right now. So
yeah. It'll be like that.
All right. So her event is coming, and Goblin Queen, 8-day milestone, blitzing, earning points, alliance war, raids, and get set. We don't know when it's gonna be, but she is definitely coming. Also coming is the A-Force, the team to use on her event. 4 characters for the A-Force team. We got Spider-Woman. We have Nico Minoru, aka Sister Grimm. The other characters we mentioned, Captain Marvel. The other one is Jessica Jones, but where is She-Hulk? When I think of A-Force, She-Hulk pops up. She-Hulk and Captain Marvel pop up for A-Force in my head. Why is there no She-Hulk? What the heck is she still doing on the Fantastic Four?
I think they hate She-Hulk. I don't know. They
gave her a neck though. They gave her a neck at least.
That was nice of them.
It was. How many other characters did they give a neck to?
It wasn't the initial design.
No, but she has a neck now.
Good.
All right, this looks to be a war offense team. Does this excite you? War defense is kind of boring for me. War offense is a little more exciting for me. What about you? Where are you on this team?
I have like 15 war offense teams right now. I don't know what to do about it. And like putting a mystic character on the team sure dampens my excitement on it. I don't know. I think what is going to have to be considered is this going to be the Scourge team? I think that's what everybody, is kind of speculating. Okay, this is a Scourge team.
Yeah.
And, who is going to be paired with them? Like last time it was Dark Hunters and Web Warriors, and Web Warriors was a team that we had and we're all kind of building anyways because they were good for raids, right?
Yeah.
Are they going to do that? Or are they going to give us like 2 teams that are kind of underdeveloped? And that will really depend on what my enthusiasm will be for the next Scourge event, because I got enthusiastic about the Scourge event because I had Web Warriors. And I'm like, okay, let's go. You know, I can compete in this. I can have some fun with this. If they hand me 2 teams that are like this, I might just be like, all right, level 8, I'm done. Over. Cares.
Spider-Woman. She's a pretty cool kit. On turn, she does some healing. On war offense, if she has more than 3 A-Force allies, offense down, that's gonna help against those young Avengers. And war offense, if the character has 3 more A-Force allies above 300%, lower accuracy. So if you're getting the offense down, accuracy for them, that's gonna stop some opening waves for some characters. What do you think of the kit for Spider-Woman? Is there anything else that stands out for you?
Yeah, I didn't read into it too much. They look like a counter to Young Avengers, which is fine. I don't like characters tied to game modes because then they're less useful in other game modes. And that definitely caused a problem like with Scourge, right? And in the tower with Dark Hunters, where they just kind of don't do enough. And even if you invested like extreme levels into them, it's not like you're going to walk over that content or even have a fun time with it. They're just going to be like missing pieces of their kit. And it feels like, why am I playing with the incomplete version of this character now, unless I use it in the game mode that they told me I need to use it for?
Well, this is a very specific team. This is you invested in Young Avengers, here's your counter right now, guys. So that's what they're here for. So I like Spider-Woman though. I'm happy she's coming to the game. I don't know how much I'm going to use her, but I like that she's coming to the game. And Nico Minoru, not a character that I'm very familiar with in the comics, but she was in Future Fight. She was a good character there, so I like her, and didn't really see the Runaway series too much, but her kit, she's got a lot of RNG every single move. After the ability, first time during the match, randomly choose one of the following effects, and these are different effects for each of the moves. The basic is bleeds, the special has disrupteds and death proofs, and the ultimate has evades for yourself, reviving a dead ally. And then this is what I like here, a war offense team with trauma and heal block. I love this. This means heroes for hire. Screw you. What do you think of Nico?
It's nice. She got Scarlet Witch's kit, so that's cool. We were wondering where that went. I was like, I guess it went here.
Now, how reliable do you think this is going to be, considering Nico's kit is a lot of RNG? It could be random effects from the following. So what do you think, how reliable do you think it's going to be with the RNG in her kit right now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that bad because, I mean, it's doing enough stuff on that isn't RNG. Yeah, I think like the RNG stuff is like extra, and just like a little extra sprinkle on top of the stuff that it's doing. Like the trauma isn't RNG, right? And that's like the most important thing that she's doing. Yeah. Which she's only doing on war offense though. Like we need that outside of war offense. Like I guess that's why I'm struggling with City Node 1 on the final wave right now, is because like my Web Warriors don't do half the stuff that they should do.
Oh yeah, Punk loses a lot of value outside of raids.
What's going on? My characters don't work. Are they broken? Is this a glitch?
It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap, Hartgrave. They don't work properly if you don't use them in the right modes. You gotta play the game they want you to play, not the game you want to play.
Can I just get a character that works in all game mode? Like Silver Surfer is pretty cool, right? He just functions.
He's just there. He's not really on a team though. Kestrel, you got Kestrel.
But he works. Kestrel's good too.
Shut up. You got Kestrel and Surfer. So there's your 2 characters in all the games. Stop complaining.
Well, that's why I put 7 red stars on Kestrel. Like that's what stops these characters from being like, great or like end game, is that they stop working outside of certain game modes. Yeah.
All right. We got 2 new characters. They don't really work in a lot of game modes now. Are they going to work in other game modes? Jessica Jones got a rework. She's getting this crazy new special. All she did was this before. Now she's getting a barrier for all the A-Force characters, defense up, and immunity. She's going to be a beast on this A-Force team. Also, not only attacking the primary target, but adjacent targets, clearing positive effects from them. And on war offense, getting a lot of speed as well. Anything stand out about Jessica Jones, our gal?
I think she's the standout character in my opinion. Like she's the one that I kind of have flagged and I'm working on a little bit.
Of the entire team or of the 2 reworks that we know about?
I think of the entire team really because I have her unlocked. I have her at 7 stars. She's ready to go. Let's use it. She looks like she's she's always been good. In addition to other teams because of her cleanse, right?
Yeah. And this ultimate. Remember back in the day with the Thanos taunt, nobody could get that off except for Jessica Jones and Hannah Archer. So,
and we're going back to that, so that's great.
Yeah,
and, no, absolutely. I think Jessica Jones is an interesting character. Probably something that I'll end up using, in other game modes now. Especially she's getting the stat bump too, right?
Yeah, right here. Are the defenders back?
I don't know.
Look at all this armor, 131% more armor.
That's good. I mean, all the defenders have had a rework now. All their stats have been boosted. So new players now have
they're all in the post Silver Surfer era. All of them are playable now. Not bad. I mean, that's positive, right? That's probably the most positive thing going on right here. My goodness. Hartgrave speaking positivity in the Scourge week. Stuff. My goodness. All right, Captain Marvel. Carol also got a rework. Not as extensive as Jessica Jones because she was actually a pretty good character in the beginning, but binary on end turn. Attack all enemies for 150% damage. Clearing all evades. This kind of says screw you to Echo. Any other thoughts on Captain Marvel and her rework? Is she more viable now?
Pretty much it. Yeah, no, I'm not as excited about this. This isn't as game changing as having Jessica Jones be useful.
She's on the team though.
Yeah,
she has a team. She's not homeless anymore. Right, Strike Pass. We got a new Strike Pass in the game, and this is the first time we've got a Strike Pass that doesn't have any valuable shards. We got farmable character shards in the Strike Pass. I know you buy this sometimes you don't. Is this something that's appealing to you with these? I can't even look at this, but it's these pink credits here for the costume for Misty Knight, a war defense character, unless you're in the middle section of the Gamma Raids, or a costume for her. Is this something that you want, or to charge for her that she's available in the Blitz store, farmable?
Yeah, I think there's some really faulty thing. It's like, why aren't they trying to sell this better than they are? They're just dumping weird stuff in here. I don't get it. And I haven't bought this since it made sense, right? Like back when they were putting unfarmable characters in here. I'm trying to put my memory. I definitely bought the very first one, which was Nemo.
Captain Sam.
Captain Sam. I think that was the other Strike Pass.
Was it Silver Surfer?
I'm thinking about the RTA pass, right?
Yeah, I'm getting them confused. There's so many passes that are out in the game now. All right.
But that first wave, right? I believe I was in for Zemo and I was in for Silver Surfer. So those were like the launches of the various pass, the launch of RTA and the launch of Strike Pass, and then every one that they've done after has been worse. The thing is I think people should avoid these Strike Passes because all they're really here for practically is like rushing, especially the RTA pass, is like rushing into content, rushing into Dark Dimension. And as was complaining about it earlier, being in Dark Dimension before I have like amazing city characters sucks. And I would buy these passes. Like I would buy this pass right now if it had my Mystic gear on it. I would buy this pass. I play this game. I play it daily. I play it, every 2 hours. If it had the stuff I needed, I would buy this and I would tell other people to buy it. I'd be like, hey, if you're serious about this game, this is the best value. Drop your $20 here. But I can't do that because they don't acknowledge the bottlenecks that they've created and they're not selling me the solution. Like, sell me the solution here and I'll buy it here. This is supposed to be the value. And all this ends up being is like an extra sprinkling of stuff I already have.
No, I definitely want to have that option to be sold the solution. They're not giving me that option. If I want to spend money, I can't even finish the bottlenecks I want. But I think
at a reasonable price, they're selling it to you have you seen these offers for like $100?
No, I don't even pay. They don't. I just scroll by. If it's more than $20, I just scroll by.
Yeah,
it doesn't even register in my brain. I'm like, what are they? I don't know what they're selling it for. I look at the prices, but I think that this is a good thing. I like the directions that are going with the Strike Passes and the Battle Passes because I don't even have a fear of missing out anymore. It's not even a question. I just like, is there something good in this? No, there's nothing good in this. $20? No, there's nothing that I want. There's nothing appealing. And I think that's a good thing. Before, when there's characters, I would be like, you know what? I need some of this charge. Should I buy this? Should I not? There was a question for me. Now there's no question. I think it's awesome. So I like the direction they're moving with strike passes and battle passes. Would it be better if it actually solved the problem and I was like, all right, can I get this for this? And I go and calculate what I'm spending and the time that it would save me. Then I would consider buying it. And I guess that's, I don't know. I would have to make decisions. Now I don't. So it's easy. So that's a good thing. I think, yeah.
I don't consider it either. I haven't considered a strike pass I think the last one I considered was Captain Sam, and I decided not to buy it. And you know what? I was fine.
Yeah. Eventually he became farmable, right?
Yeah. Very quickly, actually.
Yeah. That was a special case, but yeah, it was because he was the Omega Red unlock. But now I don't even know if new players need any of that stuff. So great. But yeah, solutions are good. All right, we got an update. We got an update coming next week. We talked about some of the characters. Well, I want to talk about Cosmic Crucible. That's the other big thing coming in the update. I thought that was supposed to be released in 6.0 and obviously got delayed. Do you think that this delay of Cosmic Crucible is why we're getting the delay of these farmable characters? Are we getting these 5 rare months in a row because of Cosmic Crucible's delay? Was that their plan and their plan got screwed up? They're supposed to be releasing characters through Cosmic Crucible, or not much is going to change?
I think the only 2 characters, like, why even bother? If they put any other characters besides the Eternals, Cersei and Icarus, in the Cosmic Crucible, it will be awful. Because the only characters you should buy with your credits will be Cersei and Icarus, because they are the best characters, most overpowered characters that have been released in the recent patches. Like, what, am I going to buy Weapon X over Cersei and Icarus? I don't think so. So if they put them in there, it's as if they made them unfarmable as well, because like all of my resources will go towards maxing out the 2 best characters in the game, as opposed to anything else in there. So no, I'm not happy about this. I don't think that's a solution. The War Store wasn't good when it dropped with a bunch of characters in there that you needed and then couldn't get enough currency for. And I think we're going to run into that here. I mean, that the worst thing usually happens. They will take a bunch of characters, make them farmable in there, and Cersei and Icarus, and then you just won't get the other characters.
All right, so I'm not sure what is going on with the store. There was a play test on this, and there was nothing in the store there, so I don't even know if this decided yet about the store. But what are you doing to prepare for Cosmic Crucible right now? Or are you kind of waiting to see what the rewards are before you start to build this? I mean, there's the balance. Are you building a team for fun, or are you building it because it has some long-term value for you? So is Cosmic Crucible something that you're looking at for fun, or is it something that you want to see the rewards get some value before you start investing in teams for this?
Yeah, player versus player stuff typically doesn't excite me, so I'm not too enthusiastic about it. As far as if I'm building anything, I feel like I'm already ready for it. Like, you need 4 offense teams, 4 defense teams. Like, we already have that for War. I'm ready to go. I'll just plug in what we have.
Cool. So I'm kind of waiting right now to see what the rewards are. I think it's gonna be a fun game mode. I got some good teams already. I'm not sure what other teams I'm gonna need. So it looks like it's actually 6 defense teams, and then I guess you could attack with as many offense teams as you want. I believe that is how it was in the test server. Although I don't remember, and I don't know what is going to be changed, because there was feedback that was given about what was on the test server. I don't know what they're going to take and what they're not going to take, but yeah, it's coming. It's coming in the next update. Do you think it's going to be coming the day that the update drops, or sometime during the update? It's prediction time.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe with the update, because it's an ongoing game mode, right? Does it have seasons? Does it have breaks? Or is it like War, where it's going to be this new ongoing thing that never ends?
Unclear. It's unclear at this point. Okay. So we will see. All right. Final question. This is the easy one. how many bugs do you think will be on the Cosmic Crucible? Obviously, this is Scopely. We know it's not going to work as intended. So how many game-breaking bugs that make it unplayable will be associated with this game mode? And will there be a cheater board?
Yes to all those things.
Okay.
Extra yes to how many bugs? Like all of them?
All the bugs.
All
the bugs. Oh my goodness. We're in for trouble here.
All of the bugs. Yeah, no, it's gonna happen. Cause I don't know. They don't think like we do, right? So like
I think some people do. I don't know if the higher up money people that make decisions do, but I know there's some people that think like us and want the game to be good, and other people I don't care about the game. I just want to make it as much money as possible.
When they go to try to break it, they're not as crafty as perhaps the player base is. Like we're more thorough
because they're not using an APK. They got the devs need to start to get an APK and start to use that stuff. That's what they need to do.
Here's the thing about the bugs that released with Scourge, like no one went in and enabled each Scourge and saw that it worked. Like literally that didn't happen because
whoa. We were supposed to do the playtest. That's what the playtest server is for. Whoa. So we could test that extensively during the 2 days because they're not gonna. And if we report it, then they know about it. If we don't report it, then oh well.
But literally you just turn each one on and you go in and you see if it functions. I don't know. That's so weird that they just didn't even do that.
Are the efficiency bonuses going to be calculated correctly, or is it going to be done like Scourge?
No, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. Yeah, forget it.
All right, so I hope you're wrong. You're probably right, but I hope you're wrong. I hope it's going to be fun. I hope it's great.
I mean, let me try to toss them a little bit of credit. Like, I think the thing they're focused on is not that those kind of things work, because clearly they would have caught that stuff, because like how easy is that? But I think they're more focused on like when the stage loads, does it crash the game? Like that's what they care about. Like, does it crash the game? If it doesn't crash the game, release it. Who cares? We'll work it out later, which is fine. Like, it's a sign that the developers are actually being treated well, that they're not being, I mean, they should hire more staff, of course, to deal with this stuff, but they don't want to do that because money. Yeah. So I'm glad they're not, punishing, making people work long hours. Clearly this stuff is going out with bugs, and that's a good sign that at least they're, treating people decently.
So they're nice to their employees. They're not overworking their employees. All right. Not cracking the whips. All right. Let's talk about something fun. Speculation. Now we know 2 of these characters. We know Spider-Woman. We know Nico Minoru. We know that there's 5 characters coming this update, although we only see 4 silhouettes. So there's 3 more. Who are they going to be? I think this one on the end, the leading theory is Gambit, the bald character. Some people are saying Professor X. I think what most people are leaning towards Phantom X, who is a character that I was not familiar with before. But what are you guessing for these 2 characters? Is it Gambit? Is it Havoc? Is it Phantom X? Is it Professor X? And who do you think the final one is? Who's the 5th character? Because it was confirmed that the in-game message was correct. 5 characters coming.
Okay. I think our 5th character is the new Scourge character, right? The new Horseman.
Oh, we're getting them that quickly? You think they're going to get a new Scourge of it every patch?
Well, if they're going to put Apocalypse out this year, they have to...
All right. I was thinking they would delay it, but yeah, maybe they are going to stick to their schedule and release them this year. They would have to go. Scourge every patch, right?
I don't think they're going to have to put a lot of development work into Scourge. Like, I think it's going to be the same thing. Like, I don't even know if they're going to change Node 5 and 10 for the different teams, or if it's literally just going to be the same thing.
You think it's going to be all the same exact teams and just change the requirements to enter? Man, how lazy is that?
I think it's going to be super lazy.
No, at least change up a few characters. We'll see what happens. I hope you're wrong. You could be right. I wouldn't be happy if you're right.
I wouldn't either. I like the game. I like how interesting it was, but boy, that would be a bummer. But I mean, that's exactly what they did with Tower last time. It was just copy paste.
All right. Done. So a lot of Scourges is a prediction. So based on that, who are these characters?
So I think the one you didn't mention of course we think it's Gambit, right? Everybody thinks it's Gambit.
Oh, I got another guess. Dazzler's another guess for this character.
Dazzler.
Dazzler, Havoc, and Gambit are the three guesses that people are.
Nightcrawler was thrown out there because he's rocked that hairstyle.
All right. Yeah, if you talk about the movie version, it could be Nightcrawler. It could be
just Gambit. Please, I'm sick of people talking about Gambit. So just
what about the bald one? What about the bald one? Could that be Blade, or is that Professor X, or is that Phantom X?
Blade's interesting that people have speculated.
That was an initial guess. I don't think that's stuff. But when it first came out, people were saying Blade. Like,
I'm gonna lock in on Phantom X. I think Professor X is a dumb idea, and I've thought this from day one. Like, the guy's in a wheelchair. I mean, nothing against that, but there's so many other characters in the Marvel universe that do so many interesting things, and Professor X is just like a super powerful telepath, right? And he's either going to be super overpowered to the point where it kind of destroys game balance, or super underwhelming, which it's going to destroy the character. So I'd rather it be Phantom X.
Okay.
And then have a team for Psylocke, right? Because this actually makes sense thematically, because that's a lot of characters that used to hang out together. Phantom X, Psylocke, Gambit. That sounds like a pretty good team to plug the extra mutants into.
All right, so couple hints here. We look at the border. It's a white border. Phantom X is kind of a white character. The name length kind of associates. I'm gonna go with Phantom X as well. Purple border. Gambit's associated with purple. The length of it looks, the silhouette looks. I'm gonna go with Phantom X and Gambit for my final predictions here. And last character. Is it gonna be a Scourge character? Is it gonna be Rogue? Or is it gonna be someone else? Who's your guess for the final character that we don't see the silhouette for?
Wow, yeah, it would be upsetting to the community to have Gambit and not Rogue, right?
Does that mean Rogue is the next Scourge legendary? There were guesses that she would be.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it would be nice to see a mutant be a part of the Horsemen.
Phantom X, Gambit, and Rogue. I guess they're not coming out for Valentine's Day in 2023. They might be coming out for May in 2022. All right, but finally, last but not least.
That tracks. That actually tracks, because we got the Halloween characters, right?
Oh, they're just late. They're not late. You're just late with everything. That's true. Ghost Rider, Dr. Voodoo, Morbius. Yes. Okay. It's all coming together, brother. It's all coming together.
They meant to release this in February, but we're getting it now.
Yeah, Cosmic Crucible was supposed to go in February. Okay. We're just late with everything.
There you go.
All these characters 1 month. They were supposed to be combined. We're supposed to get those characters. All right, and now everything's making sense, Mr. Hark. We figured it out. It took us almost a whole news video, but we figured it out. They're just late. They're just late with everything. It does make sense. All right, so moving on from those guesses, it is time for Moon Knight. Our discussion of Moon Knight. We're gonna talk about episode 4 and everything in the MCU up until episode 4 of Moon Knight. We're not talking about yesterday's episode 5. So if you haven't watched that, I haven't watched that yet, don't worry. But spoiler warning right now, if you have not seen episode 4 of Moon Knight or anything in the MCU before that, and you don't want to be spoiled, here's your warning. Here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1. All right, Mr. Hartgrave. What did you think of episode 4 of Moon Knight? How awesome was that? Or did you not like it?
Well, when the episode started, I was actually starting to get bored. I was like, this is getting a little old. Okay, maybe this show isn't as good as I thought it was. Because I was ranking it like above WandaVision, right?
Yeah, and then it was starting to go down for me as well. Yeah. I was like, you know what? I'm not liking where they're going. We haven't seen Moon Knight with his powers for a while. And then, what about the end? What was your reaction when the last 15 minutes happened?
Then I was in. Then it went back up. I was like, okay, all right, this is interesting. This is good. Now we're back to what I was watching this for.
All right, so I have not seen episode 5. I know you have not seen episode 5. I don't know if they're going to reveal that, but what was everything up until episode 4 just a dream? Was he imagining it all? Everyone in that psycho ward was people that we've previously seen in the series, from the boss at the museum, from the human statue, from Layla. Was it all a dream, Mr. Hartgrave?
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. It has a lot of questions. I like the cliffhanger, and I guess the thing is that so Mark is if you know the comics, he's like the base personality, right?
Yes.
And Steven is one of the personalities that he's developed to, cope or whatever. And we're seeing some evidence of that. We haven't seen Jake yet.
No, we've seen hints of him in episode 3.
So are we gonna,
or was that episode 4? I'm not sure.
Or do we got to wait for season 2? I don't know. That's what I'm most looking forward to,
Well, what do you think is the main personality? Because I thought Mark Spector was a main personality. The way Steven Grant's talking, it seems like he thinks he's the main personality. Like, hey, we made a deal. You're not going to come out when Khonshu's gone. So is that a twist? Is Steven Grant the main personality in this one, and Mark is the alternate, or is it like it is in the comics? Mark's the main one, and Steven's the alternate one.
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, maybe Jake is the main one, and maybe both of these guys.
Oh, I like that twist. All right. All right. Last question on Moon Knight. What's going to happen with the hippo? How big of a role is the hippo going to be? We've even seen the hippo as a plush toy in episode 1 in the museum. So how big of a role is the hippo? And excuse me, I don't remember the hippo's name, but what is the hippo's going to do?
I don't know, but that was wild, though. That was definitely one of my favorite bits. I'm like, all right, this series has gone crazy again. Let's go. Let's do it.
How awesome was that scream of terror from both versions of the Oscar Isaac? I mean, I was like, whoa, what happened there? Why is he so scared? And it was a giant hippo. Like, hey. Did you believe the terror in his face? Because I saw terror when I saw Oscar Isaac's face, both of his faces. I saw terror in both of them. Did you get that as well? Like real terror.
I was surprised to see a hippo.
Yes. All right. And is that Jake Lockley in the last sarcophagus? I know this is the last question, but this just popped in my head. Is in the last sarcophagus they didn't want to open. Is that Jake Lockley?
That was the speculation. So yeah, okay. I'm very curious. I'm just wondering if we're going to get an episode with Jake, or if it's going to be like a final episode teaser for season 2 kind of thing. Like,
or maybe it would just be see everybody dead and never get to see him.
That's
Mark or Steve like, what happened? Why is everyone dead? I don't know.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna have to see it. We're gonna have to watch episode 5, and we're gonna discuss episode 5 in next week's weekly news update. Thank you guys for watching. If you are watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. It helps the algorithm. And if you want to make sure you check out every new video on this channel, hit that notification bell as well. Mr. Hartgrave, always a pleasure, always fun discussing the good, bad, and bugs of Marvel Strike Force. Let everybody know where they could find you before you go, though, brother.
Yeah, we're on YouTube at Mr. Hartgrave. We're on Twitch the same way. We go live every Wednesday and Friday night at around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Marvel Strike Force stuff. Just put out a video on my channel that is different from my other videos. Normally, we're pretty negative over there, or at least people say we are. This is straightforward, a guide on in-game characters that you might be interested in. If you haven't checked out my other content, you might want to check that one out.
All right, and I got a message for someone that goes on your channel, Zemo. Tell him stop talking trash about Little A, or he will be reckoned with. All right.
Okay. All right.
All right. Zemo's got a reckoning coming to him. I'm gonna find him in Sokovia or whatever raft prison he's in, and I'm no more trash talking, Zemo.
I'll help you.
All right. All right. Thank you, guys. It has been fun, Mr. Hartgrave. Until next time, my friend. Are you ready for that normal fist bump or the fist bump of the dark? What are we going to do today? Oh, we're doing a normal one. Here we go. Hulk fist bump of the dark. Yes, changing up on me. We don't know what we're doing. Yes. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Always a fun one. Yes. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and have a great rest of your day.